Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the mining news on Commodity TV. This program is on behalf of and paid for by Endeavour Silver, FURY Gold Mines and Osisko Development. Silver and gold inventories are depleting at an astonishing rate, and the 28th November 2025 is the notice day for gold and silver deliveries on COMEX. Maybe it's their D-Day. We don't know. Let's see what happens. Precious metal stocks are likely to remain in focus and deliver strong performance in 2026. Let's start with Endeavour Silver, which is poised to become a senior silver producer. To this end, it has now signed a sales agreement with Guanajuato Silver for the Bolanitos Mine. Guanajuato is acquiring the Bolanitos Mine for a total of up to $50 million. This consists of an upfront payment of $40 million payable upon closing of the transaction and a contingent payment of an additional $10 million. The transaction is expected to close in January next year. Endeavour Silver now intends to focus fully on Terronera, Colpa and Guanajuato, and then move full steam ahead to develop Pitarrilla into production. This would give the company 3 mines in full production, and with Pitarrilla, a large silver mine coming on stream in about, let's say 4 or 5 years hopefully, bringing total silver production to over 25 to 30 million ounces per year. Our price target for the share is now at 19 Canadian dollars and 50 cents. Another interesting company is FURY Gold Mines, which has just announced the results of the last 4 drill holes from its first drilling campaign at the Sakami Gold Project in the James Bay region of northern Quebec. The 2025 diamond drilling program was successfully completed with 7 drill holes totaling 3,685 meters, of which 6 drill holes totaling almost 3,000 meters targeted extensions and gaps at La Pointe extension, and 1 drill hole with 720 meters targeted an induced polarization anomaly at Juliette. The hole 25 SK005, the southwestmost hole completed by FURY, intersected 26 meters at 0.71 grams gold per ton, including 6.5 meters at 1.76 grams gold per ton, 185 meters southwest of hole 25 SK003, which intersected 59 meters at almost 1.6 grams gold per ton. Another drill hole returned over 22 meters at 0.8 grams gold per ton, including 2.9 meters at 1.7 grams gold per ton and 1 meter at over 8.6 grams gold per ton. Gold mineralization near surface has been significantly expanded by limited drilling, demonstrating overall continuity and predictability, a key factor for future mineral resource estimate. The mineralization occurs along a productive regional suture zone between 2 geological subprovinces with numerous undrilled gold occurrences along a 23.5 kilometer strike length, all of which are located entirely within the Sakami property. The Eau Claire drilling program and the current status of the Kipava Rare Earth project are promising. An additional 10,000-meter drill program is scheduled to commence at Eau Claire, which should help to increase resources in the high-grade areas, identify potential mining zones and leverage future resource opportunities. This drill program could be a giant step toward production, bringing Eau Claire into the development stage. Osisko Development is completely undervalued. It has just sold its 100% interest in the San Antonio Gold Project in the Mexican state of Sonora to Axo Copper. Upon completion of the transaction, Osisko Development will receive, subject to adjustment in accordance with the terms of the purchase agreement, 15.31 million common shares of Axo or such other number of Axo shares as would result in Osisko Development owning 9.99% of the issued and outstanding shares of Axo on a non-diluted basis. Osisko Development is also entitled to the following contingent payments: a cash payment equal to 70% of all Mexican value-added tax refunds to which Sapuchi Minera is entitled or owed for a period up to the closing date of the transaction. Upon Axo's public filing of a NI 43-101 compliant feasibility study for the project, $2 million payable in cash or Axo shares at Axo's option. Furthermore, upon completion of the first gold pour under the project, $2 million payable in cash or Axo shares. At the company's option, and in the event that Axo completes 1 or more equity financings with gross proceeds totaling at least $10 million, Axo will issue to Osisko Development such number of Axo shares as will result in Osisko Development holding a 9.99% interest in Axo on a non-diluted basis. Axo will issue to Osisko Development such number of Axo shares as will result in Osisko retaining a 9.99% undiluted interest in Axo based on the $10 million originally raised in such equity financing. This will allow Osisko Development to extricate itself from its Mexican venture and focus fully on the construction of the Caribou mine. The pointed figure chart indicates a next price target of $8.5 Canadian. You can also find all the information on our Commodity TV app in German and English, as well as everything related to commodities. Please note the disclaimer. The stocks discussed are part of the SRC Mining Special Situation Certificate, and I'm a shareholder in Osisko Development. But also SRC, its employees are or may become shareholders in the companies. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.